Hi everyone, this is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets and welcome to my review of the iFi ZEN stream. Now I'll show you this a bit more close up. So if I take this to the camera, you can see you've basically got an on-off button and a Wi-Fi network connection button on the front, plus some LEDs, and I'll explain what they do in a second. And I'll show you the rear. So on the rear you have various controls here. So you've basically got the input selector. So it's set up all in one. But I'll run through that properly. The aerial, coaxial, USB in and out. That's USB 3, and you also have the Ethernet. You've got USB-C thing, but that's for specialist system stuff. You'll never need to use that. And obviously the power connection, and it does come with the power adapter. That's 9 volts. So what is this iFi stream? Well, it's basically a high quality Wi-Fi transport. So it's a Wi-Fi streamer. For any audio system, you simply connect it to a DAC. That's what you need to do. There's no output directly on this, so I'll show you in a second with this connected into my system. It has an open source architecture, so it works with multiple platforms, so it's future proof, and it will be getting updates, firmware updates as well, which is really good. Got custom design hardware and software. It's got very high quality components inside. So it's got, to give you an idea, it's got a 64-bit quad-core ARM Cortex microprocessor, 32-bit 384 kHz PCM, and DSD 256 supported over Wi-Fi or Ethernet. You can stream direct from Spotify or Tidal apps using Spotify Connect or Tidal Connect. And that's where these special modes come in, which I'll show you. Integrated AirPlay and Chromecast. Chromecast is not available yet, it's coming with an update. I have tested AirPlay, it works beautifully. And you have exclusive modes for Tidal, Roon, NAA, DL, NA as well, for the best, purest performance. You've got USB and SP diff interfaces, regulated by a femto precision GMT clock to eradicate jitter. It's got active noise cancellation's eye purifier technologies built in, which is really good to remove distortion from the audio signal. And dual band Wi-Fi receptions 2.4 and 5 GHz, and 802.11ab G N AC support as well. So in this you get this itself, Ethernet cable, plastic screwdriver, instruction card, power adapter, antenna, and so the 9-volt power thing is actually over connected. I'm going to show it connected. This is the Ethernet cable that you get. This is the manual. This is the screwdriver here that you get. It's a little plastic. You can see that, probably not. And then you get the setup guide, which really is simple. So just to sort of highlight a few key features. As I said, you can do Wi-Fi or Ethernet for this Wi-Fi transport. Obviously works in any operating system, and it does have a great setup. I'll put a list of all the services that you can use with this. So because I use a lot of Apple gear, I'm using AirPlay. And once you've connected it using one device, it's available on all your other Apple devices, because you've set up the AirPlay on the Wi-Fi ZEN stream. And how you do that, there's 2 ways of doing it. Well, actually, it's one simple way. So what you do, obviously you have to turn the ZEN stream on, and then what you'll find is you just need to go into the pairing mode by pressing the button on the far right side, and then you go open up the settings app. So if you're using an iPhone or iPad, doesn't matter which one, you open up the settings app, you go to Wi-Fi, and you will see, I'll show you the iFi ZEN stream come up as a Wi-Fi network. You click on that to connect to it. Then you exit the actual, and you go into Safari and you type the following, which I'll put on the screen. So you can either put iFi local or you put the 192.168.211.1. So I'll put those up, and it will bring up an interface menu, and one of the options at the very top will show you that you're connected to your Wi-Fi network, but you'll just need to enter the password. You just need to enter the password for the router, hit save, and that's it. You're connected. It's done. Now, when you go to when it's off and you go to turn it on again to use it, you do need to wait just a couple of minutes maximum for it to fully have connected to your system. And then it's as simple as you're playing music, you hit on Apple device, share to AirPlay, job done, and it streams fantastic. It really is that simple. Now, the actual device itself does have a number of lights next to the power switch, and I'll show you what you can get there. So you've got everything from fast, slow, local network only, slow, and no reconnection. On the back, I'll show you all different options. Again, this diagram here so you can see you've got various different things. Now, I've left it personally on the AIO, that screwdriver I showed you, allows you to turn that to the different modes that you want. The nice thing about this, it is a firmware upgradable. So like features like Chromecast, which at the time I'm doing this video weren't available, but will be soon. There'll also be apps coming out at some point for iOS and Android, which will make this even easier to do and set up and obviously upgrade. But it's just a very, very simple, straightforward device to use. I've connected it into my system over there that you can probably see, and it works extremely well. Extremely well. In terms of quality, it's absolutely excellent. I think it's producing and allowing a really high quality signal to go into, I've got it going into the ZEN DAC version 2, that goes into the ZEN CAN and powers some of my really hard to drive headphones. But even some of my headphones that are not as hard to drive, they sound terrific using the AirPlay option. And I would pick this if you're an Apple user. They do the ZEN Blue version 2, which is a much more simpler option or a piece of hardware. But AirPlay, if you're on Apple, is a better way to go, in my honest opinion. I think that works exceptionally well. Then you've got all the other options where you can do you can go Spotify Connect, you can use your Chromecast, you've got Rune, you've got all these other options, the DNA, and it makes it a very, very versatile product. Really, with this, you're probably going to have a lot of questions. It's not, you know, it's sort of a device that inspires. You know, you might have a particular setup or something that might interest you. I'll try and answer the questions if I can. So leave them down below. This is Gavin from Gavin's Gadgets. Catch you guys soon. Bye for now.